is everybody doing? Welcome to the stream, everybody. Glad you guys are here. We're playing some more Demon Souls tonight, and we are in my least favorite area. If you caught last stream, holy F, this is gonna be a tough one to get through. 5-1, everybody. A freaking poison swamp in Demon Souls. Miyazaki's wet dream over here. I hate this freaking area, bro. It's so freaking just, and you can't let, there's not really any like shortcuts or cheats you can use much, because they have strategic bridges placed and you can't really run past a lot of enemies because they're just gonna gank you to death. It sucks a lot, actually. So this is gonna be a tough one to get past. Gonna be a tough one to get past for sure, but we're gonna give it our best shot tonight. We got a lot of news to cover as well. We got a lot of things to talk about on the news break. Some Elden Ring movie stuff. We got some trailers to watch. A variety of different things to go over. So stick around for the news break towards the end of the stream. But aside from that, I'm not really sure what we're gonna do headed forward from here, because we'll see. You know, if the Demon Souls run still interests people, maybe we'll continue running it. But we do have the Elden Ring run we need to get to, so I don't know. If there's not too much interest in Demon Souls, we might move on instead of finishing this out, because one, holy F, it's frustrating for me. This area in particular. I mean, Demon Souls as a whole is not that bad to me. I enjoy playing Demon Souls, but this area, God, not looking forward to it. And we got other runs we could get to, you know. So we'll see. We'll see how the streams go, if people like it or not. If not, we'll move on. Oh, I don't have anything plugged in, do I? Oh, here we go. Beast of Reincarnation got a release date and pre-orders went live. I think we already knew the release date, didn't we? What's the score? How are you doing? Glad you're here. It's August. It's like August 20th or something. Let me look. Beast of Reincarnation. Release date. Oh, August 4th, yeah. I think we already knew that. I didn't know pre-orders are live, though. That's cool. That could be one I would be interested in pre-ordering, because it looks freaking sick, honestly. Kinda excited to try that one. Let's check and see if it's actually live. Pre-orders are live on the PlayStation Store or not. Let's just have a look-see real fast. Pragmata's out. Has anybody played Pragmata in the chat? I've heard a lot of good things about it. It's not really one that I'm probably interested in, but I've heard it's pretty good. I guess we need to just search it, don't we? So, Beast of Reincarnation. Let's see if it's pre-orderable on PlayStation here. There it is. It's got a price up. I guess it is. Yeah, wow. Looky there. Pre-orders are now live, everybody. A one-person, one-dog action RPG. I think it's interesting how they're going the, I don't know, that like animal lover route with it. Like they're almost like going out of their way to point out the dog in the story. I wonder what that's all about there. Doesn't look like... It's just all aesthetics for the deluxe package, so I never buy deluxe unless they give me the game early. If they give me like 3-day or even 2-day early access to the game, I'll usually pay extra for deluxe. But all this aesthetic stuff, like the skins and whatnot, Miss me with all that. I don't care. Cool. So someone told me that AI Limit is an easier Souls-like game and more approachable for beginners in the genre. Would you agree? I do love that there's no stamina bar in that game. Yes, I do agree. AI Limit's probably, I mean, if we're not talking about entering the genre from a Soulsborne standpoint, if we're just saying some kind of Souls-like, what do you think is the best first timers game to try out in the Souls-like genre? I would probably say AI Limit, because it's hard enough and it's Soulsy enough to get the experience that the genre has to offer, but it's also easy enough and approachable enough, and it plays really well. It's smooth. It's not janky like Dark Souls 1. So it's easier, it's smooth, it plays well, and it's not janky. It's kind of a perfect beginner Souls-like, in my opinion. I actually do agree with that, yeah. Same here, honestly. If it has DLC included, I'll get a deluxe. AI Element definitely has difficulty platforming, at least for me. Yeah, that's a good point. If a game has the DLC included in the deluxe edition and it's a game I know I'm going to like, then I'll pre-order it for that as well, or I'll buy the deluxe edition for that as well. But aside from that and early access to the game, I don't pay for deluxe. I just go base. Skins and stuff do not excite me, but chains and whips excite me. I don't know why that came to mind. I'm 50% through the story in Pragmata. I'm having such a blast with the game. I love Capcom so much. It's as a studio. Yeah, I forgot that it was made by Capcom, to be honest. That's cool though. I'm glad you're enjoying it. It's reviewing really well. And I've heard a lot of people kind of praising the unique combat to it, you know, the kind of what is it, like hacking mixed with combat and whatnot. Sounds unique. Guys, I don't want to. 90% user score, 90 user score on Metacritic. The combat is awesome and addictive. Maybe I should play the demo, you know? Maybe I need to play the demo. Maybe this is a thing that I need to do, maybe. Dude, where can I get the great sword? This one is the Dragon Bone Smasher. Shoot, where did I get this one? Hold on, let me look it up. I think it's a boss weapon, if I remember right. Souls remake, very large sword. It's found in the underground temple in pure white world tendency. The debris on the left path will be cleared, beyond which you will find a unique dragon bone smasher. So underground temple, but you have to make sure that you put the world in pure white tendency or you won't find it. No, I don't think you get it from the dragon god. It sounds like you have to find it in the world. Yeah, no problem, Numbskull. Appreciate the info. You are the best gamer on YouTube. I can tell you enjoy what you do on your channel. You're great at interacting with chat. Hey, thanks, Sean. I really appreciate that, buddy. I'm glad you guys enjoy watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. Hey! Oh, God. Oh, God, yes. That's one thing I do love about this sword is the smash attack has a small AoE to it. So you can smash even enemies that are kind of close to you, you know what I mean? Thought about trying Pragmata, but I don't know about the gameplay, honestly. My backlog needs a breather. True. That's one thing that's keeping me out of trying it, is I just have so many other things to do, you know? Come on, just swing. This game's got me raging already, and we literally just started. Oh, he's not even coming down and attacking me. I just platinum Sekiro yesterday. It was surprisingly easy one, of all things considered. Like the platinum was easy, or you feel like Sekiro is easy? Gotta get those backstabs off, boys. We gotta get the backstabs off. Very excited for 007 First Light and Phantom Blade Zero. Good stuff is coming. I'm probably not gonna play the 007 game, but I am gonna play the F out of Phantom Blade Zero. That's 100% gonna happen for sure. God dang it. And yeah, there's so many good things coming this year. Super excited for gaming this year. It's already been a good year if you ask me. Neo 3 and we've got several really good Souls-likes coming our way. We had the Crimson Desert. It's been a good year already, in my opinion. Ryan, what's up? How are you? Glad you're here. It's going well. It's going well. Except we're in the worst area in Demon Souls, and maybe in all of Souls games. I hate this place. Sekiro was super hard, especially Ishin. Struggled. Oh, yeah. Okay, I heard him. He almost caught me reading chat, that whore bag. Didn't struggle once I got the endings. Yeah, Sekiro is one of those games that once you learn how to play it and you get the timing down, it a lot of the difficulty eases off. It's definitely harder at the beginning when you're learning it than it is. And you could say like that's true about all games, and yeah, that's true. But with Sekiro, it's like 7 times more true. The learning curve for Sekiro is pretty rough. Beast of Reincarnation Wolverine look awesome too. Those are, but yeah, Beast of we just looked up that one, and Wolverine seems like it's coming, or it's gonna be good. See, this is why I hate this area. There's freaking fire spear, bros. Everything's poisoned. There's cliff sides everywhere. There's a million enemies. There's tight corridors. Something about Pragmata reminds me of Callisto Protocol. I feel like that game is misunderstood. I never played Callisto Protocol. Was it good? I've never played Sekiro or DS2 or Demon Souls. Probably only Souls games or Souls-likes I haven't touched yet. Do you plan on playing them? I would, out of all of those, Dark Souls 2 and Sekiro are a must. I would say all of them are a must, but both of those are really good. You're doing good. Good to hear it. Glad to hear it, Brian. Wolverine coming in October as well. I'm a sucker punch for superhero hack and slashes. Yeah, well, and that one looks cool because they really like went overboard on the violence. So it's definitely a game you want to play with your kids, you know. Pragmata is the most fun action third-person shooter I've played in years. And The Sean's gonna glaze me into spending another 60 bucks or 70 bucks or whatever. Actually did manage to end up trading blows with Ishin, which is like a personal best for me. That's good to know, man. I mean, oh yeah. Sekiro is like a tough course. Once you beat it, you know it's not hard anymore. Once you pass the final Ishin exam. That's a good way to put it. The final Ishin exam. Hey, Dr. Pepper is now a sponsor of the channel. I'm just kidding. They're not. But if you haven't ever tried this, Dr. Pepper Creamy Coconut is pretty freaking good. Huh?
Said it'll slap your mom.
It'll slap your mom. I, for one, love putting creamy coconuts in my mouth. Strawberry and cream Dr. Pepper can't be topped. I don't know. I think I like the coconut better, honestly. Oh, how's he still alive? How did that hurt me? So stupid, bro. Personally, I enjoyed Callisto, dude. Upgrading your melee and block, turning around to block occasionally when being chased is a neat trick I learned. Maybe that's one I should try someday. I played a bunch of horror games in October. We did a Halloween streamathon last year, and we played a bunch of horror games and stuff. Maybe we do that again. I don't know. I have literally never heard that flavor in my life. I don't know if they have it in Canada. They may not have it in Canada. I don't know. I just saw it the other day. Really jumped off my roof from the frustration of beating Liza P. Almost turned me away from ever playing another Souls-like game. Liza P can be tough. A lot of delay attacks. You gotta be very patient. Fire Monster Us. What's up? How are you? Also, the Steam machine for a console user like me will be exciting. I wonder if it will be to run MetaQuest 3. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if it will. I bet it will, though. It's gonna have some pretty... It's gonna be pretty beefy compared to like a console. So it would be like a high mid to low high-end PC, I think. Cherry Coke and Dr. Pepper for me, even though sugar Dr. Pepper is pretty fire. I do like a good cherry Coke every now and then. You know when you click the lock on button and then it doesn't click lock on? So annoying, bro. Did you play Silent Hill F yet? Love the story in that one. I did play Silent Hill F. It kind of made me mad. I did not like it at all. It wasn't really the story that bothered me. It was just the gameplay. It seemed like it was a weird mutant stepchild between a horror game and a Souls-like game, and it just didn't work in my opinion. Just got off work, headed home. Oh, good. Glad to hear it. I hope you had a good day at work. I think they're playing like Devil May Cry games make it even harder for me to play Souls-likes because I like playing aggressively. You can play Souls-likes aggressively, but you have to play them a certain way aggressive. And it's harder that way. That's true. The Puppet Blade Cradle Handle. I beat the last boss second try. Did you, Numbskull, did you play the DLC? Have you played Overture yet? Have you played Dead Space? I have, yeah. I played it in October. I didn't like beat it or anything, but we played it last October for part of the Halloween streamathon. Coconut cream Dr. Pepper is excited, pretty sure. Is US exclusive. Oh, I didn't know that. Sucks for all the non-USers because it's freaking goated. Hopefully they bring it to the rest of the world. Oh, you like Pepsi? No lie. I actually think Pepsi tastes better than Coke, but I never buy Pepsi. I don't know why. It's just like it's like a weird stigma. Like I will fully admit that Pepsi's the better soda, but I'll never buy it. It's like a mental block or something. I don't know why that guy didn't die beforehand. I have no idea. Are so OP. You haven't played the DLC? Oh, bro, you need to play the DLC. It's so freaking good. And there's some weapons in the DLC that are just goated. It has really good weapons. Combat stuff. Yeah, I did not like the combat in Silent Hill F. I actually don't like Coke. You don't like Coke? I like cherry Coke. I don't like regular Coke. The Dead Space 2 still holds up. Is there a second one? I didn't even know there was a Dead Space 2. Always buy Pepsi Max, but we get one flavor of Mountain Dew here. That's Citrus Blast. I don't think we have that here. I don't think we have Citrus Blast Mountain Dew in the US. That's news to me. Oh! I don't know why I didn't put my shield up. God, I don't know. This ain't no DS. This is Demon Souls. Yeah, DS stands for Demon Souls. DS1 stands for Dark Souls. Playing Ninja Gaiden 4 and then going to Crimson Desert. My hand coordination is going to be quite bad. Well, you're Ninja Gaiden 4. Crimson Desert will feel a breeze after playing Ninja Gaiden 4. We'll say Pepsi and Coke taste the same, but it's so dumb. It takes 2 days to watch an episode of 48 hours. Yeah, well, maybe so. I think that if you were to blindfold me and put a bottle of Pepsi and a bottle of Coke in front of me, I can guarantee you I would be able to tell the difference like 85 times out of 85 times. I don't think I would ever get that wrong. Pepsi has a very distinct taste, and it also makes your mouth feel a certain way after drinking it. Like there's like a fuzz or something that goes on in your mouth that Coke doesn't do. Maybe I'm the only one that experiences that, but I don't even know how to explain it really. Yeah, I knew both of those whores would do that. That's why I was waiting. I was trying to be extra patient because they love to pull that attack out and just one-shot you after doing all the work you could possibly do to get where you're trying to be, you know? Do you think a horror game could work with Souls-like style? Like true scary horror game? Yeah, I think it could. I think Bloodborne is a proof of concept for that. It's not Bloodborne is not a horror game, but it has horror type elements to it, and I think you definitely could just crank the horror up a little bit and still keep that same Souls-like combat. I actually think that would work really well, and I would love to see it. Maybe they'll do it someday. I'll just see if this person's gonna come down or not. Dead Space 2 is one of the best games ever made. Really? Is it really? Pepsi is sweeter. Coke is more acidic. Yeah, I think that's true. I agree. I think Silent Hill F would have been a lot better with less combat. You still have to finish Silent Hill 2 remake. Never played the original either. I've never played. That was the first Silent Hill game I've ever played, and well, I was not impressed. But maybe that was maybe it was a bad one to start with. I think I mean Dr. Pepper tastes like a cherry. Oh, does it? I don't know. To me, those two tastes are very different. Do you have Pepsi Max? Yeah, we have Pepsi Max. I don't think I've ever had one, but we do have it. I've seen it. Devil May Cry 1 has a very horror gothic atmosphere, extremely eerie and creepy. It's what I miss in the newer games. Devil May Cry 1, huh? Interesting. Silent Hill 2 remake was great, was it? Maybe I should try that one in October. I'm not really a horror channel, so I don't play many horror games, you know what I mean? Like we tried Silent Hill Requiem, or not Silent Hill, we tried Resident Evil Requiem on stream. Why does it sometimes break through my block? But there wasn't a ton of people who watched while I was streaming Silent Hill or Requiem. Could really get into Silent Hill 2 remake because of the combat. Has it got clunky combat or something? It's excellent combat while also making you feel helpless. It's fantastic. Are you supposed to feel helpless? Is that like a plus? I love Pepsi Max. It tastes just like a regular Pepsi. So what's special about it if it tastes just regular Pepsi, you know? Speaking of Devil May Cry, the second season on Netflix is coming soon. So that's exciting. Is there a Devil May Cry show? I didn't even know that. I need this dude to come on. Oh, here's another guy. Join 5, but it's... I missed the low-key horror vibe. Your stamina low is why? That's true. Sometimes that's true, but here's the thing. That attack in particular, sometimes I'll block the whole thing and it takes none of my stamina away at all. And then other times I'll be blocking and it drains all my stamina and I die. It's just very inconsistent for some reason. Favorite? Oh, Pepsi Max is 0 sugar. Okay, so that's what's special about it. I really need these guys to freaking get out of the... Did you play Final Fantasy 16? Loved that combat? No, I did not. I played a little bit of Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth, and I played a chunk... There we go, finally. And I played a chunk of Final Fantasy 7 Remake. But that was... I didn't really get into that combat, though. I didn't really like it. See if I can just outrun him. God, they love to pull that attack out, don't they? They love to pull that attack out at the worst possible time. Glad to see you playing this. As a crazy Souls fan, I feel Souls diehards think it's cool to hate on it. Yeah. I mean, I think that's some of it's just because this is probably the worst Soulsborne game of the 7. It's either this or Dark Souls 1, which is something that a lot of people would probably disagree with me on. But it's, oh my god, see, it didn't even take any of my stamina away. It makes no sense. But it's like I said many times, Demon's Souls is not a bad game. It's just when you compare it to some of the best games ever made, it's not as good as those. But Demon's Souls is still a good game. I didn't give me the backstab. Have you ever played modded versions of Dark? I've never played. No, I've never done mods on anything. Dark Souls, Elden Ring, Bloodborne, none of it. Sekiro. Shut up! Fun anime Netflix. They even did a throwback Limp Bizkit in the first episode, which was great for us 9. Oh, that's cool. I might have to look that up. Is it like live? I guess it's an anime. Oh, that makes sense. I still need to watch. I want to watch the Sekiro anime. 15 is amazing. Remake 7 is fun too. I'm not a big fan of that style of combat, like the 15 million flips and, you know, juggling your enemies in the air and all that stuff. It's just not my thing. Did we just kill them all? I mean, they hate on the remake, not Demon's. Oh yeah, they do hate on the remake. Now I see. I wish I could be able to tell if they're full of crap or not, but I've never played the original Demon's Souls, so like my gut tells me that it's just like OGs whining because they whine. But then at the same time, I'm like, I don't really know. I've never played it, so how can I say one way or the other, you know? But I feel like the remake's good. I mean, I think they did an amazing job with the remake. You can tell they had some people from Devil May Cry working on the combat in the game. That makes sense. God dang it. I was pointing the wrong direction. That they take away in 5 was stupid, unbelievable, stupid thing to do. Silent Hill 2 uses sound. Creepy corner. Oh, so it's one of those kind of jump scare horror games. Dororo is really good anime and similar vibes of Sekiro. Dororo? I don't know, maybe should I get into anime? I don't know. Do I want to be that nerdy? I don't know, you know. I'm gonna watch the Sekiro anime though. Did you ever play Armored Core? I've heard that game has some of the best boss work Fromsoftware has done. I don't know that I'd call it some of the best. It's the best Armored Core that's ever made. But yeah, I'm an Armored Core OG. I'm an Armored Core unk. I've been playing Armored Core since Armored Core 1 back in 97 was when it came out. I didn't play it in 97, but pretty close to 97. And I love Armored Core, and Armored Core 6 is the best Armored Core ever made. Some of the best bosses, I don't know that I'd say that. There are really good bosses. I don't know that I'd say best bosses, but it has some peak boss experiences for sure. Remake is good, but the art style changes are horrible and shouldn't have been done. That's what a lot of people say. That's what I can't, you know, I'm not really sure about because I've never played the original. It's overblown. There are differences, and some who plat both. I can't complain. Okay, so at least one OG in the chat with a different opinion. I like it. I like it. I wouldn't say that there are full of crap. Art and sound direction changes, feel the atmosphere. Both the remake did improve on the graphics and combat. I consider it a reimagining. Interesting, interesting. This is why one day I want to do an OG Demon's Souls run to see if these allegations are true, you know what I mean? How did he hit me? I was behind him! Freaking... This game's so freaking inconsistent, bro. Get off. More subtle most of the time. Oh, okay. Mike Talent, how are you? What's up, buddy? Yeah, the original Demon Souls I think was better atmosphere. No storage system really sucks though. Oh, there wasn't a storage system? Oh yeah, that would that would suck. A lot of those quality of life improvements, you know. Thank God he didn't do his stupid running attack right there. There's an option to control an armored core to use analog stick instead of L1 and right one to move left and right. My brain couldn't brain the controls. Yeah, in Armored Core 6, your you can remap a lot of controls, I believe. I think that's one of them. It's been a while since I played it, so I'm not sure exactly what the default controls are, but I know you can remap a lot of buttons. Let's see if I can get this dude to fall off over here. He's probably not gonna do it, is he? Can you remap an AC1? No. And AC1 through AC3 and all the little subtitles in between have some of the jankiest, hard to control controls that have ever existed in video games. And you can't really, I mean, you can remap some buttons, but there's no good remap for them. Like, they pretty much just suck. How would you rank FromSoft games or your top 5? My top 5. Well, so I'll rank the Soulsborne ranking I would give is really 7's the hardest question for me. I would probably say Demon Souls is 7, Dark Souls 1 is 6, Dark Souls 2 is 5, and then I would put Dark Souls 3 at number 4. Well, no, I'd put Bloodborne at number 4, Dark Souls 3 at number 3, Sekiro at number 2, and Elden Ring at number 1. Now that's a ranking based on the quality of game. It's not what is my favorite FromSoft games. That's just what I think in terms of the best game versus the worst game. But I don't know if you're asking about just FromSoft games in general, then obviously we'd have to talk about Night Rain and Armored Core and everything else thrown in there as well, you know. Unpopular opinion, but I hate the looks of Elden Ring. Do you really? That is an unpopular opinion. I think Elden Ring is beautiful. See, how is there not a dude here now? There was a guy here before that killed me. It's nice to hear you say that. I feel better. Yeah, no, don't feel bad about complaining about the controls in the old Armored Cores. They are atrocious. You have to come down the bridge right here. An Elden Ring story makes 0 sense. It makes 0 sense if you don't research it, but once you learn the lore, it makes a lot of sense. Watch some Vadi videos. It'll clear everything up for you. Didn't Miyazaki Didn't Miyazaki work as a game designer on Armored Core before he led the Demon Souls team? Yes, he did work as a designer on the Armored Core at first. And then, it's actually a really interesting story. I did a bunch of research into it once, and basically what happened is in Miyazaki's mid-30s, he decided to do a career path change, which in Japan is a really bad idea in your mid-30s. Like, it's not... Japan is a lot different in terms of, like, workplace economics and culture. F this dude, bro. I'm not... So changing career paths mid-life like that is not done. You pick one and then you stick to it for, you know, the rest of your life. So he chose to change career paths, which was already a ballsy move. And he was I forget what he was doing beforehand. But so he went to work for Fromsoftware as a game designer, and they had a project in the works that was supposed to be a reboot of the Kingsfield series, but it wasn't going very well, and the executives at Fromsoftware weren't really happy with the game's progress and direction and how it was turning out. So Miyazaki basically approached him and said, hey, let me take this over. I have a plan. I have a plan for what I want to change it into. And he laid out the plan for Demon Souls. And they were basically like, all right, this isn't going very well anyway. Why don't we give this new guy a chance? Basically a sink or swim type of thing. And they said yes. And Miyazaki took it over, turned the Kingsfield reboot into Demon Souls, and the rest is history. So it's really kind of an interesting story when you research it and find out like what exactly happened. It's kind of a crazy set of circumstances. Like what company executive just hands over the reins of an entire game to some dude who doesn't even have much experience in the field and kind of just got there to your company? But because of the state that game was in the first place, they were like, why not? Let's let him have a try. Really interesting. And then it ended up being the precursor to some of the best games ever made and birthing an entire subgenre. Who would have thunk it? Naughty Dog knows how to tell a story. Yeah, Santa Monica and Naughty Dog are really good storytellers. Hey! About to poke me with his flame spear. I did dump my head in some ice water for that hot Elden Ring take. My hot take is that I want the next mainline FromSoft game to add some of the additions of other Souls-likes have. I don't think that's really a hot take at all. Honestly, I feel like that's just a good solid take. I think that's just spot on. Crazy background lore. You're a real one, man. Hey, thanks. Yeah, it is a crazy story. Miyazaki in general is a crazy character to research. I was trying to get those dudes on the bridge to fall, and then he didn't die. I guess I missed him with one of those hits. It was freaking... Miyazaki must have been just an intensive with his vision for the game since he started. I would say so. I mean, something he said or something about his demeanor or his mindset or something. I mean, something convinced them to give him control and let him be a game director with very little experience. So maybe it's his passion. Maybe he just had really good storyboard and slides built out for it. I have no idea. You'd have to see, like, I blocked that entire thing and it didn't even take any of my stamina. It's so freaking weird. That actually happened with Resident Evil. Early development was such a mess. It was going to be about rescuing doctors from Aliena? Oh, aliens. Huh. So it's not unheard of then. It's happened in multiple occasions, it sounds like. I'm just glad we have games of every type of... Yeah, exactly. Like, for me personally, I love the way Fromsoftware tells stories. I think it's super unique and different. But there are a lot of people that don't like it and wish that they would just do, you know, cutscenes and dialogue and that's it. And for those people, there are plenty of those kind of games to go play, you know. There's all kinds of flavors out there for every tongue. Right? I don't know why I did that. I think there's a difference in a way Miyazaki from Soft tell their stories. How Santa Monica and Naughty Dog do. They go for cinematic narrative structures, while From is more like a table RPG book. That's true. Miyazaki, a lot of his gaming inspiration comes from tabletop RPGs. When he was a kid, here's another interesting fact about Miyazaki. When he was a kid, he was not allowed to play video games. His parents did not believe that playing video games was worth your time, basically. So he wasn't allowed to play. So instead he spent his time playing a lot of tabletop RPGs because you had to read. And so I guess to them it was more of a book than a game, or a combination of the two. So they let him play those, and so a lot of his storytelling and kind of gaming direction comes from tabletop RPGs. And you can tell in the way that he makes his games. And manga. He used to read a lot of manga as well. Whoa! Why do I not have my shield on? Oh my freaking god. How did that happen? When did I press that button? I'm just getting clapped up one side of the bedroom and down the other side. I don't even know why I don't have these on. Alone in the Dark was technically the first survival horror, but Resident Evil got it right. Oh, really? Alone in the Dark, huh? That's interesting. Didn't invent but improved survival horror. Little did those parents know they influenced. Yeah, thanks a lot, parents. Now we have poison swamps in every freaking FromSoft game. Is he gonna come back up here? Yeah, he is. See, they spam that attack. They are trained to spam it because it's a one-shot. Maybe I'm just stupid because I can't follow stories that are told the FromSoft way. I have a master's degree, but those games make me feel dumb. I think they do that to a lot of people. But here's the thing about FromSoftware's storytelling. What people misunderstand is the method by which they tell them. A lot of people think that FromSoftware tells stories by not telling them. And there's some truth to that. But it's only part of the story. They don't tell you this. They don't tell you the story. They expect you to live the story. They make the story part of the gameplay. instead of just making a cutscene with some, you know, some actors and dialogue and telling you the story that way, spoon feeding it to you basically, what Fromsoftware does is they weave the story into the game itself so that you have to interact with the game and become immersed in the world to understand and know what the F's going on. And that's why people misunderstand it. They sit back and they go through the game like they do any other game, waiting for the cutscene to happen, and it never does. Because it's not supposed to. You're supposed to do more work than you do in other games, which is what a lot of people don't like. And that's fine. If you don't like that, it's not a big deal at all. But it's not a flaw. It's just a different style. Last Sigil, what's up, bro? How are you? Glad you're here, dude. Oh, nice. Did understand Lies of P with that. Yeah, but Lies of P does a more traditional storytelling style. They have more of the story contained in just the dialogue and cutscenes. So it's still a little bit more obtuse and strange than like what a Naughty Dog game would be, but it's still nowhere near like what Fromsoftware does. That's what I like about it. The story is optional. There's as much of a story as you want there to be. That's also true, yeah. If you just want to play the game for gameplay and not worry about the story at all, then that's completely on the table for you. Kind of player freedom element there. I told the story a bit more straightforward. Yeah, exactly. Lies of P is definitely more straightforward. Every soul cutscene is essentially the boss saying, yeah, basically. Without a story, though, I could care less about games. I know that's weird, and it's not everyone is like that. Yeah, not everyone. I mean, like, for me, personally, the story is like 15 to 20%. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? How they just pick a spot where you're vulnerable and they just throw the one-shot attack out. Like, why not? Why don't just do it? I keep trying to talk to you guys and I have to stop and complain, you know, but hey, if you've watched me for a while, you know this is how I do things. Anyway, what the F was I saying before I got robbed by it? It was definitely not a skill issue. Oh yeah, so to me the story is like 15 to 20% of a game for me. And like 10% of it is the visuals and art style and all that, and music. And then 70% is the gameplay. What's the combat like? What's traversal like? What are the boss fights like? The majority of the game for me is all gameplay. Now, everybody's not like that. Obviously, there are some people like Sean there who you just can't get into the game unless there's a great story or something interesting. But, you know, like we talked about earlier, it's just different strokes for different folks. Different people play games for different reasons. A few months ago, I was looking for game books that Miyazaki said in an interview were a big inspiration. Sorcery and fighting fantasy. Game books that a bit pricey, limited since it's discontinued. Interesting. Did you ever get your hands on one? Jermaine, what's up, bro? The runbacks in that night boss were brutal for this. Yes. Well, all the runbacks are brutal. I hate this. Although I loved Astrobot. Not much of a story there. That's true. I mean, there can be outliers. You know, there's different games that sometimes break your usual norm and force you to like them anyway. What a whore. I need to see, so before we continue on here, I need to see... All right, I'm going to start a poll because I'm interested Here's my question for the chat. What do we think about the Demon Souls run? Are you guys enjoying this, or is it starting to bore you? So I'm going to put a poll in the chat. We're going to do... we're going to say continue Demon Souls run, question mark. Add an option. We'll have yes, no, and don't care. Boom. Polls in the chat. Make your voices heard. Because I definitely don't want to keep running things that you guys might just be super bored of, you know what I mean? You like Demon Souls? It's 100% after I voted. Close the vote now. Everybody stop. Turn the vote off. Nobody can vote anymore. Oh, good God. Jermaine's trying to do like a 2020 election type of voting system. Is this the Valley of Defilement, right? Shoot, what's this area called? It's the Archstone of the, we're in the Valley of Defilement. It's the worst area in the game. It's also the hardest area on Pure Black Tendency run. This is by far the hardest area I've had to tackle yet. I'm learning little tricks here and there that are helping with it, like this, where if we just stand here, all of those guys run off the edge, so I don't have to fight them every time. And all we gotta do is deal with this dude. But even with all the little things I'm learning as I'm going through the run, it's still insanely hard because any enemy, pretty much at any point, can just one-shot you. And everything's so tight and annoying. Got my hands on some of the Sorcery and Fighting Fantasy books in each series, but never completed my collection since I couldn't find all of them. You can definitely tell there was some inspiration. Yeah, I remember him mentioning sorcery as a big source of inspiration for him. It's cool that you were able to get some of it, though. I like how you maneuver your way around these fools and waste them. I feel like I'm getting wasted more than they are. I'll be so happy to be through this area. Okay. We have not, so this part right here, we've never made it past that bridge, I don't think. Partially because it's crap like that. It's like, where are they even coming from? And there's a second one that drops. Need them to walk. I need him to walk. What's up, Liam? How's it going, buddy? Oh my freaking god. There, okay. Are you going to end up streaming Saros when it comes out? I'd be down to watch you play that as well. Yeah. In fact, probably like a day or two before Saros comes out, we'll probably do like a Returnal day where we play Returnal to warm up. And then when Saros comes out, we're gonna give it a try. It looks really good. Still no meat cleaver? I know, bro. I know. We're gonna get around to it. How can they attack so quickly? I don't understand. Like, I literally just landed and they were attacking mid-fall, it feels like. I'm excited for the Control sequel later this year. I've never played Control. Is it a good game? Think how hard Demon Souls is to level up. It also adds to the difficulty. I don't know, I just felt like I wasn't getting enough souls to level. Yeah, you can't. It's harder to become OP in Demon Souls than it is in other Souls games. A double S scaling and an A makes it broken. Yeah, who do you get that from again? Which boss? It's from the big guy? Like the big fat guy with the wound in his side? Oh yeah. Oh, did he fall off? Oh, he went somewhere else. Oh, okay. I could actually probably get that now because we just beat that boss a couple streams ago. Oh, I'm down to watch Returnal too. I never played it, but may try Saros since it seems more friendly to gamers. I heard Returnal was hard even for Souls. Returnal is hard. Mostly because you literally lose everything when you die. Like most roguelikes have like an element to it of like progression over time where you can you get something as you progress that carries on to future runs. With Returnal, it's just you start from scratch every single time. It's pretty tough. It's gonna be fun to play. I've been wanting to get back into it, and Saros is the perfect excuse. Have you ever played Horizon Zero Dawn? I love the art style. Yeah, I love Horizon. Horizon Zero Dawn is one of, I would put it as like an A tier game. I liked Forbidden West as well. But I'm mad that they made Aloy a lesbian. I think that was a stupid decision. But aside from that, even Forbidden West is pretty good. Bro, give me the backstab! Why? You use a +0 club and his soul to get the meat cleaver? Let me see if I have it. Maybe I have it. Do I have a +0 club? Let's go find out. I tried replace and it's good, super repetitive, but it's super repetitive. I saw Replaced. That was one I was kind of interested in. I need to watch some reviews on it, but I would just play it on PC.
It's simple. In trade with your souls.
So can I buy a club from him? Oh, he doesn't have a club. Look at that.
So interesting.
Any type of club? What about a Morning Star?
Hello again.
Maybe I have one in storage here.
Belongings, don't you worry.
You didn't play Forbidden West for some reason? Forbidden West is really good outside of, you know, Lesbian Aloy. I have a great club. There's a club.
You have a heart of gold.
Let's see if we can make it now. I hate that Gorilla is being forced to make Horizon live service instead of a third game. I thought that was canceled. Didn't they cancel the Horizon live service game?
My weapons. You.
We should all buy Steam Machine.
Not a bad deal, right?
I might buy one actually. I don't know. My PC is decent right now, but instead of upgrading it, I might just choose to do that instead. I love Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. The 2D aspect was kind of cool. This is not who upgrades, who gives boss weapons in this game. I forgot. Is it someone upstairs? Oh, someone around here, isn't there? Is it this?
Has God abandoned
Ombasa.
back in Chinaland?
Oh, I too am on a quest. May I share God's power?
Oh yeah, the blacksmith in 2-1. Yeah. Alright, let's go to 2-1. Smithing grounds. Be sure to give the Searing Demon Soul. I think we already have. Hey, Armand G, thanks for the super chat, buddy. I really appreciate that. Support stream. Steam, they're the best place to spend money. Hey, I do really like Steam's business model. You're right about that. I've actually been considering being getting more into PC gaming instead of console gaming, just because like for content creation, playing on PC is a little better than console. Because you have more options into like the kinds of things you can play and do. But I don't know. And I do like Steam as a company. The Horizon service was scrapped, but in late 2025. No, not active, but still. Armand G, thanks for the super chat again. That's insane, bro. Thanks a lot. Love your stream. Appreciate that, dude. Thanks for the support. That means a lot.
What do you need? If it be a blacksmith, then show
And the next project is... Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it got scrapped.
I'm busy. I'm not here to chit-chat.
Give him the Searing Demon Soul, then you can transpose the club. I want Uncharted 5 so bad, it'll probably never happen. I mean, I wouldn't say never. I think I already gave him the Searing Demon Soul. Wait, did I not? Yeah, I have it. That's weird. It's good, but Shinobi was easily my favorite ninja game I've played in a long time. So much fun if you want a side-scroller action with amazing bosses. Shinobi, huh? Might be a good one to check out someday. That's weird.
What be if it be a blacksmith?
Won't even let me, Actually, hold up a second. Is it Flame Lurker or Dragon God that you get the Searing Demon Soul from? It's from oh, okay. Yeah, we haven't killed Flame Lurker on this playthrough yet. Because this is new game so we're gonna have to wait till we beat Flame Lurker. Armand G, thanks for the super chat again, bro. Dude's just going off with the support right now. Can you play the new Mickey Mouse FPS game? You guys want to see me play Mickey Mouse Shooter? What's it called? Freaking, what is it? It's called Mouse PI or Mouse PI for Hire. Is that what it's called? You do want to see it? All right, let's put a poll. Let me put a poll in the chat again. Let's do another poll. Oh wait, I think I gotta end the other poll. So 78% want me to continue the Demon Souls run. That's pretty good. Some people said no, but that's all right. Should I play the mouse shooter? Yes, no. Whatever you want, King. All right. Vote it up. Make your voice heard. I've heard we're actually it's funny you bring that up. We're in the news break tonight. We actually have a topic about that mouse game we're going to talk about IGN's review. It's really interesting. Really pathetic and funny all at the same time. I guess I can put that club back.
Hello again. I'm keeping a close watch on your belongings, don't you worry.
Alright, thanks, buddy.
When the scouts
Oh god, no, I don't want to talk to you. I just want to put stuff away. Yes, they said it's bad because you killing cops. Oh, not only that, but they said even dumber things than that, which is the crazy thing. But yeah, we're gonna talk all about it here in a little bit.
You have a heart of gold.
Ridiculous. IGN has lost all credibility. Nobody takes them seriously anymore. If you already killed the spider, it takes 10 seconds to get to Flame Lurker. I did kill, yeah, we have killed the spider already. This is the last one area that we have left. Every other 1 through 4 is all completed already. It's just the only reason I'm here right now. Friggin' stupid. IGN is the new CNN. Yeah, basically. I'm on G. Whoa. It's too much support. I can't handle it. Thank you, buddy. You're awesome, dude. With the smiley faces, too. I think IGN might actually be worse than CNN now. Because at least CNN still gives some relevant information about certain things here and there. Like, you know, job trends, economic matters, something that happened, you know, at least they give some kind of relevant information here and there. I feel like IGN has like next to nothing to offer anybody except the fact that they get to preview games way earlier than most other people do. So they get a lot of views just because they have access to the game way before anybody else does. Aside from that, like what reason is there to watch an IGN video? Not really any. Armand G Go, yeah, true that, bro. He's coming in with the support like crazy. Come on, bro. Oh, I don't actually need to. I think there might be still one down here. Also, way too much ads on their videos. Yeah, they do have IGN's king of ads. I think Fextra Life is king of ads, but IGN's a close second. But I mean, to a certain degree, I can't really. Now, IGN's more of like a corporation than it is a person, so I kind of think of them differently. When it comes to like people doing ads, I understand. You know, people got to pay the bills. You know, you're getting people paying you money. As long as they're not a predatory entity that is trying to advertise with you, I think it's fine. I mean, I've ran ads in the past. I had a sponsor once. I did an ad on a couple of my videos. It's not a real big thing for like an individual, I guess. And even for a company, really. But when you sell so much ad space that the quality of your content degrades because of it to a severe amount, then at that point, you're no longer providing enough value for the annoyance that the ads get. You know what I'm saying? So like there's a line somewhere in there where you have to make money, but at the same time, if you're not providing value to your consumer, then you don't deserve the money that you're being paid anyway. So I don't know. That's my take on it. I knew he would. I knew he would. Let's see if I can get him to attack his way off that side. Come on, a little bit more, buddy. Oh, come on. He's about to fall off. What? How is he? It's the freaking Jesus of goblins. He just freaking levitated across the bridge. Oh my God. Why does this game do everything it possibly can to annoy you in any way possible? Even look at, and then where did he even come from? Ahmed, what's up, bro? How are you? The torture is full on torturing. Armand, what's up, dude? Thank you, bro. Appreciate it, dude. Can you also play the Jesus game? The Jesus game. I actually almost played that during Easter time. And I've heard pretty good things about it, honestly. I don't know if that is one... I had one person in the chat said I should play it. Holy God. While debating theology with viewers. I was like, I don't know, man. I don't know if that would go over so well, but I don't know. It's hard for me to enjoy games like that because I'm a person that takes faith and theology pretty seriously. So like minor differences or problems or deviations from the text would really annoy me, you know what I mean? Maybe that's what would be entertaining because I would crash out about them changing things. I've also heard it's pretty accurate though. Give it a shot off stream. If it's good, stream it once. That could be an option too. We have kind of a, we're in kind of a lull. I mean, we really don't have anything releasing. Oh, yeah. We don't really have anything releasing or anything we need to get to check out until Soros at the end of this month. So we have some downtime. We could check out the Jesus game. We could check out some other games, you know. You should do a night range stream. Old night range. I've been kind of thinking about night rain here lately. I haven't played it in a long time. I mean, see, that makes no sense. This makes no sense. I don't even know what to. I don't even know. What do I even expect? What do you do? Yeah, I don't think I've played it for. I don't think I've played Night Rain since a little bit after the last time we streamed it. A Night Rain stream might not be a bad idea to check out as well, or jump back into for a little bit. Dust off, kick off the rust a little bit. I'm sure I'm gonna freaking suck for a minute though. It might be a nice revisit, that's true. I'm also, one thing I'm thinking about doing, and I might actually do, is I might actually change our stream schedule. Again, I know, but I think for like viewers, I think it'd make more sense. Because right now we stream Monday, Tuesday, we take off Wednesday, and then we do Thursday, Friday. But I think that a lot of people have things to do on Fridays, right? So what I might do is just do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, like all 4 days back to back, just do it all in the week. And then just take Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. Do it that way is what I might end up doing. Can't wait for Lords of the Fallen 2. Dude, Lords of the Fallen 2 is peak excitement. What's up, Steve-O? Am I late? No, I'm not done. I mean, we've been going for about an hour and a half, but we're at the exact same spot when we started. We really have not achieved much on today's stream because this area keeps effing us over. I might have missed you talking about this, but did you read up on the Nate the Hate leaks and how the Dustbloods is likely slated for a late year release? I did. So we talked about that a couple streams ago. Apparently that might be true. However, there's been some new information come out, which we talked about this like last week. There's been some new information that Nintendo might be circulating internal rumors that are false to identify leakers. And the rumors that were on the list of possibly being false were some of the same rumors that Nate the Hate went over in the podcast where he talked about the Duskbloods. So it could also be that the Duskbloods rumor of it being a late release is false. Now, I can't remember. Nate the Hate may have not been basing that on a rumor. He could have just been basing that on his personal opinion. So we'll have to see. But, you know, it's kind of hard to tell what to trust, honestly, is when it comes to that. My guess is that we'll see the Duskbloods whenever Miyazaki says, let's release the Duskbloods. Saturdays are the best. Sucks we lost that. Yeah, Saturdays. Unfortunately, I really enjoyed the Saturday streams, but it was better for me and my family for me to not do them. The Saturdays is a big help to be able to hang out with the kids and the wife and everything, you know. I think I saw you play Neo 3 before. Yeah. We did the whole first playthrough in Neo 3. A lot of people found me during my Neo 3 streams. Oh. Die! Die! Oh my god. Look at them coming the other way. They're sending them all. Bring it on! Bring it on! Oh god. Yeah, see him spam that attack? Look at him go. I don't know how we survived, but we did, boys. Congrats. Go grab the meat cleaver. It would be a 10-minute at most. I mean, I wonder how much damage it does compared to this one. Wish Elden Ring had black tendency. I don't know. After this run, I don't know that I wish tendency was in any of the other games. This is by far the worst area we've tackled so far. It's easily the worst. Did you hear Neo 3 was getting updated at the end of the month? Yes, we're going to talk about that on the news break as well. Big update coming for Neo 3 this month. We're going to have to jump back into Neo 3 later this month, I think. Seeing your video about Pirate Souls, it has my interest too. Yeah, Wind Rose. That one is actually... I've actually been considering trying that on stream. Because the combat looks a little soulsy, and then, you know, a good pirate game is fun to run around and pillage and plunder in. So I don't know, maybe we should do a stream check, because I actually got the game. I actually got a game key for early access for free. It was like given to me. So I was like, oh, maybe we should stream it once just to check it out, you know? Just got home, starting up a Neo 3 play, waiting on the new content on the 27th. Yeah, dude, the new content sounds like it's going to be pretty cool. And we get a DLC later this year. That's insane. Get rid of him. Bait these dudes into falling off the edge. Maybe. Can I get him to fall off? I can. I'm just gonna get everybody to fall off right here. Yeah, baby. What's up, Julian? How are you, bud? Elden Ring with pure back held tens. Yeah, hell no, bro. Nobody wants that. I think there's a reason they never put this system in another game. Fun fact, the Neo DLC has a 30% chance on being on my brother's birthday. How does it have a 30% chance of that? What do you mean? Bro, Bloodborne with pure black tendency? Yeah, that would be insane. That would be crazy. Pretty much any. I mean, you think of Dark Souls 2 with pure black tendency. That would be sick. Through the ropes? I cannot catch a break tonight. Everything is destroying me. I'm getting raped right now. DS2 pure black new game +7 equals impossible. Dude, that would be insane. Dude, I guess there is kind of a pure black mechanic in Sekiro with the demon bell, but even still, it's not as bad though. So like, imagine a Sekiro on like pure black tendency. New game +7. No, thank you. I don't even want to think about that. Suck at percentages, but my brother was born on September 25th. So closer to the end of December. Or September. Sorry. I think I said December. September. That's crazy, really. Yeah, so there is a chance. Because it's supposed to be late September. Pure Black and Sekiro isn't bad because parry is reliable. Yeah, that's true. Maybe it wouldn't be quite as bad. I mean, it would probably just like double the amount of death blows you have to get though. So like even regular enemies would take like 2 death blows. That would be pretty sick. Silver, what's up, bro? How are you? All right, but I'm doing great. Well, I mean, I'm having a good time hanging out with you guys, but I'm absolutely hating this run right now. Once you get the meat cleaver, you're gonna realize how much easier this could have been. Well, unfortunately, in order to get the meat cleaver by the rules of the run, we would have to take all the time to put World 2 into pure black tendency again, and then run all the way through it and beat Demon Lurker. So it would take a minute, you know what I mean? Played Demon Souls a lot recently. I saw the runs. Yeah, the run is awful. I hate this run. Pure Black Tendency and Demon Souls can suck my balls. That's how I feel about it, honestly. Just drop down the shaft. Yeah, I mean, we could. I just doubt that. Maybe I'm wrong. Holy mother F. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is crazy. This is crazy. How are we alive? What? I thought he was dead. I thought he was a dead one. I feel like the runbacks and a lot of enemies and the worst types in these is the worst in these types of games. Yeah. The runbacks are pretty bad in this, I'm not gonna lie. Why don't you dual wield the sword? Because in this tendency, it makes much more sense to use a shield because you can get one shot at almost any point. You just die once to human form, drop down a shaft, kill a boss, and weapon acquired. What do you guys think? Should we go get the meat? Should we go get the meat cleaver? Will the meat cleaver actually do more damage than this though? Or much more? Because I don't feel like our weapon damage is really what's holding us back. Skill issue? God dang it. It's not a skill issue, alright? It's not. It's totally not. Dragon Bone Smasher. It does 200 damage. It's got a B in strength. Double S scaling and A scaling is crazy. It's faster too, I think. Just roll at the perfect time. I don't know what it means, but I'm down. It's not the weapon. You just need to stop sucking and dying. You might be right. That might be the realism I need. Like Vin Diesel once said, it's not the car, it's the driver. True. So what you're saying is I need to hire a driver so that my day-to-day life gets less stressful and so I can better focus on the runs at night. Thanks a lot for the help, buddy. I mean, if challenge runners can no-hit the game consistently, surely you can do it too, right? Yeah, of course. I will. But here's the big difference, though. In a traditional no-hit run, a lot of time what you're doing is you're coming up with different strategies to get, so like using bows a lot or, you know, different spells or whatever, and so you can get through stuff without getting hit and then hit the bosses, you know what I mean? I could do that, but I'm more or less just trying to steel will it and smack them, you know? These chatters are speaking facts, though. Watching you die to this level for 2 hours ain't helping. Are you sure? I feel like this is peak content. Alright. Fine, let's go mess around with that. Just because I'm freaking bored of this anyway. What's up? How are you? So you're lazy? That's what you're telling me? No, I'm not lazy. I'm trying to do it without strategy. Or not strategy, but without like using a bunch of cheese strategies, you know what I mean? But I guess now we're gonna cheese with this. I've done a bunch of no death runs. I'm not putting myself through no hit. Exactly. I don't do no hit runs for a reason, people. Who do you think I am? Holy God. Almost got clapped. Sounds like a bunch of excuses to me. Well, no more excuses now. Now we're just gonna get it. We're gonna go defeat. We're just gonna go defeat Flame Lurker. It's just like the hardest boss in the game, right? Wow, I'm surprised that didn't kill me, honestly. What kind of grasses do I have right now? A grass. I got 22 crescent moons. I'm gonna use a bunch of them. Have you heard the Elden Ring movie got released? Yeah, I saw that, and the casting list got released as well. You've been playing Crimson Desert off stream, or are you taking a break? I've been wanting to play it off stream, but I've been trying to get into some of my backlog. Is it this? I think it's this way, isn't it? I think it's this way. Ah! Let that thing come out. Oh, it's the other way anyway. Yeah, I've been trying to play through some of my backlog and try some games I haven't played. So I tried Blade Point the other day. The old Souls, it's not old, but like 2018 Souls-like that came out a while back. Tried Blade Point. I tried Imperial. Didn't really like Imperial. Blade Point was fun though. Been playing some Slay the Spire. I beat the AI Limit. DLC, by the way. Got all the way to the final boss. Beat the final boss. That was fun. Tried difficulty 2 for a little bit, but then I moved on to other things. And then yesterday, for the first time, I finally tried Stranger of Paradise. I only got to play it for a little bit, but I am trying to play through that and see what I think about that. I might go back to Blade Point, though. Blade Point is a Souls-like it's like a sci-fi based Souls-like. It was made out back in 2018. And I've had it just sitting there waiting for a long time, and I finally decided to give it a shot. It's decent. Kind of liking it. I don't know of any of those Elden Ring movie cast people. Yeah, not many of them do. I didn't recognize their names either. Ay, 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 ay. Ugh. I don't know why, but I think Lords of the Fallen 2014 has better armor design and weapons. Than what? Than Demon Souls? I was trying to just pause there for a second so I could read chat. I need to just go straight down to the bottom and not pause. Have you tried Hades or Hades 2? I'm having a blast with Hades. I have Hades 1. I don't have Hades 2. And no, I haven't tried it yet. That's another one I'm trying to get to trying. I think the Todd McFarlane like armor and weapon is literally reminds me of Spawn. I've tried to block out from my memory everything about Lords of the Fallen 2014, honestly. Oh, F that lizard then. Have you heard of Mouse PI for Hire? Yeah, I just put up a poll in the chat a little bit ago. Oh wait, I have to... Is this pure black tendency? No, it's not. Oh, we gotta get this to pure black tendency real fast. Man, all this dying I've been doing, I could have been putting to use. But yeah, I put in the chat a poll asking, because somebody super chatted and asked if I would play Mouse PI for Hire. And so I put up a poll in the chat if you want to vote on it. But yeah, I've heard about it. It looks kind of funny and interesting. We're going to talk about our IGN's review of it later. Yeah, I did get wrecked, yes. Now we gotta go back to the Nexus. What other platforms do you stream on? Right now, all I do is YouTube and TikTok. I'm on TikTok and YouTube. I tried Kick and I tried X for a while. Nobody really watched on X. Kick just brought a bunch of weird people in. So I stopped doing Kick and X and I just do TikTok and YouTube now. Try to stay away from Twitch because they ban you just for having an opinion they don't deem as correct or whatever. Trying to venture into the FPS world, Matt. There were a few actors in the FPS world. I used to be an FPS player. I used to play shooters all the time. But then I stopped. That's not really all right now. I think we need one more. To get to pure black. But the reason I was thinking about trying Mouse PI for Hire or whatever is just because somebody in the chat super chatted it, you know. Movie is the movie is Miyazaki approved, and I guess the actors have, you know, pretty decent resumes. Some of them, like you said, have been in Game of Thrones or House of Dragon or whatever. Which part of that makes me think George R.R. Martin's probably involved in some way since he wrote the Elden Ring story. But the fact that Miyazaki signed off on it tells me that it's probably gonna be pretty good. Yeah, now we're there. No, it wasn't wasted. We weren't quite there yet. Now it's full on saucy with it. Look at it. All right, now we can go. It's good and hard looking for puzzles. I bought Mouse PI Collector's Edition of Europe. Comes out in early July. What's your thoughts on it, Silver? Do you like Mouse PI? I'm glad it's not a bunch of A-list actors. Yeah, that's what a lot of people have been saying. I tweeted out today, like with the full casting list and everything. I tweeted it out, and I was like, I think they spelled Jack Black wrong. But who's Jack Black gonna play? You can't have a video game movie and not put Jack Black in it. Is that the shortest drop there? Yeah, we just gotta go one more. Ow! Oh, we missed it. Kinda. Ah, a duel, eh? Oh, what's he doing? What did he just do with his... Ow. I didn't hurt him very much. That's not hurting him at all. Why is that not hurting him? Ah. Does he just have that much health? I think he just has that much health. Heal! Can I get him to drop off? Parry him from this for the stab? I'm not even sure that I mean, I was doing like no damage to him. I don't even think a backstab would help. There's no point in killing him? Yeah, not really, probably. Except for just revenge. Elden Ring has to be directed it's gaming tradition by Own Bowl would be better. Make it a terrible movie. I feel like the real question is who's gonna play Patches? I think that's the most important question in the Elden Ring movie is who plays Patches, and everything else doesn't really matter, you know? Who plays Patches and how gruesome a death can we get him to die? Can y'all stop? If I hide over here, will they just stop for a second? Maybe the buff he did was the reason. Yeah, maybe the buff was. That could be. Maybe it'll wear off. But he's like the boss with a lot more. Yeah, that's true. It's Godric's son up there. Or not Godric. Rick. The hardest boss in gaming history. Pure black. Patches will be pure black. Of course, yeah. They'll make it that, and he'll be in blackface. Oh, we got some more grassy grass here. Let me go over here and grab this. Well, that's gonna be helpful later on down the line, which we need to get rid of this. Yeah, there we go. I feel like Bloodborne and Elden Ring movie can either be peak or bad and no in between. That's true. They're destined, the standard that they're held to, it's either they have to be next to perfect or they're going to be the worst thing ever. Oh yeah, let's use an edge sharpening stone real fast. Hopefully I have one. Yeah, here we go. Patch's voice actor actually is an actor, isn't he? I don't know. I would have to look. I don't even know who it is. Just make him Keanu. Yeah, we'll have John Wick as Patches. How long do you think the Elden Ring movie will be? If you had to guess, if I had to guess, I'm gonna say about 2.5 hours. It's probably what I think it would be. It's a lot of story to tell. Don't die now? I never die. Come on now. I hate how everything has to be good. I don't know. If a movie's bad in a funny, cool way, then I like it. Use 2 more? Yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and get to full durability. The durability on this sword lasts a long time. Might watch Elden Ring just for patches. True that. Come for patches, stay for patches, right? Just 2 hands shielding. Yeah, no, we're not gonna use the shield really. One of the actors revealed the movie cast is who voiced Pete in DS2, who's supposed to be a patches-like figure in Dark Souls 2. So he might be cast. Ah, so we might know who Patches is already. Elden Ring will be a CGI anime and everyone will complain. I feel like people are going to complain about Bloodborne and Elden Ring. No matter what happens, you cannot make a Souls anything and people not complain. People are going to complain. The movie could be the best movie ever made. And somebody's going to comment, they completely ruined the atmosphere. The Bloodborne and Elden Ring movies are going to be held to a completely unrealistic standard. I'm telling you this right now. Oh, we don't do much damage at all. Oh, Lord. We don't do much damage at all. Yeah, we don't do much damage at all, guys. Not much at all. That's all right. We just got to remember all his attacks and then we'll be good. Flame Burger? He made me a Flame Burger. And of course, we're gonna die on the way. Alright, F it. I don't even wanna. You know what? No, we're just gonna do this. Okay, we'll just die. Don't die. I've never died. Okay, so there's a first time for everything, okay? Why didn't you use the spell? What spell? I never ran magic in Demon Souls. If there's a special spell for him, I never used it or even know what it is. I just fought mono a mono. Have you ever thought of streaming on TTV? What's that? What's TTV? Second chance? Is that like a resurrection spell or something? Is it Broadway or live action? Which one? It ain't a spell, it's a god? I don't even know if I have it, to be honest. This is not a magic build by any means. Magic is hella OP in Demons. Is it really? This is one of... Really, the only Souls game I have ever messed around with magic in is Elden Ring and Dark Souls 1. Aside from that, I never really messed with magic at all. Play Ninja Gaiden 4 on hard? I don't need to go that way. Let's back to Phantom Boy. I've been, Ninja Gaiden 4 is on my list of things to try eventually. I don't know when, but eventually. I have it equipped? Do I really? Where? Let me see which one it is. Revive user from death once. Alright. Do I have the talisman to cast it is the question. Talisman of God. I do. Well, looky there. Big Bonker, what's up, bro? How are you? I didn't even know I had this spell. That just goes to show how much... Oh my god. Perfect. Alright. Well, let's see. I did that on... So now I can just plan to use the spell now. I already know. Twitch, but I don't know if he's on YouTube, so I just wrote... Oh, yeah, no. I'm pretty sure you could say Twitch on YouTube. I don't know. I've thought about streaming on Twitch, but I don't stream on Twitch because they're ban crazy for stupid reasons. People get... Oh my freaking god, bro. People get banned all the time for just saying something that they do not politically agree with or something like that, and that's just not me, bro. That ain't gonna work for this guy. So I just avoid Twitch. Bro! What is... Why is he aggroing all of a sudden? Ooh. Scary. We're down this way. Oh! That was almost bad. Why? What are you... Play the games in order. Start with Ninja Gaiden Black. Oh, so I should start there and work my way up, I guess. Chatter who said it was a god wasn't wrong. That's true. That is for you. Literally have to use the talisman of the gods. All right. Okay. All right. All right. We're gonna do it this time, guys. We're gonna get to the boss. What are your thoughts on Demon Souls? Only one you haven't played. I'm doing good. Hope you're doing well. Thanks. Yeah. So Demon Souls. Demon Souls is a great game. A lot of fun. Really good experience. It's the worst of the Soulsborne games, in my opinion. So of the 7 games, Demon Souls is probably worse than all the others. Dark Souls 1 is close to it, but still probably better than Demon Souls. But that doesn't mean it's a bad game. it's still a good game. It's just not as good as some of Fromsoftware's other games, or most of them anyway. So it's definitely worth trying if you haven't. I would recommend you play it, especially if you are a FromSoft fan. Just gonna go down this way. Yeah, this is the way I should have went before. Oh, we'll take this. Looky there. We did it. I told you we were getting to the boss this time. No. Anytime Liam starts a sentence with no offense, I feel like it's just a guaranteed offense. You might be one of the worst Demon Souls player ever. Like I said, no offense. Wow. Wow, he really went out of his way, you know, to be as nice as possible. You gotta appreciate it. It's the first side scrollers on Nintendo and Sega. And oh, okay, so it's kind of the first one that got translated into 3D. I get it. I have to get my PlayStation repaired, but I will definitely play it when I do. Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2 are so good. Don't skip to 4. So it's like DS2 quality, but still good. But that's good advice, actually, because I was actually considering just skipping straight to 4, but you guys are saying don't do that. DS2 quality, but still good. Dark Souls 2 is better than Demon Souls, in my opinion. Probably quite a bit better, actually. But Demon Souls is still good. It's visual. It's probably the best looking game visually out of the series, except maybe Elden Ring. And but it still has the movement, and you're very restricted in what you can do in this game. There's a lot of things that just weren't in Demon Souls at the time that they added into the Souls games later on. And the bosses are not good, or not as good. Like, most of the bosses are gimmick bosses or super easy. So the boss fights really hold Demon Souls back. I'll not tolerate the DS1 disrespect. First half of Dark Souls 1 is way better than Demon Souls, but the second half of the game, it drops it tremendously. Yeah, I mean, there are definitely parts of Dark Souls 1 that are better than Demon Souls, but the thing is that Dark Souls 1 is janky, dated. Most of the boss fights aren't terribly good. And and there's a lot of quality of life that's missing from Dark Souls 1. So Dark Souls 1 is an amazing game and one of the founders of the genre, you know. It should be credited with making Souls games popular, or starting the rise anyway. But it's not what everybody says it is. It's not like some kind of generational gaming experience. That's just not what it is. I think DS1 is better than DS. Yes, DS2 is better than DS1. I made a whole video about that. No offense, but this is an offense. No offense. There's that. You could have just said it that way. It would have been shorter. 200, that's kind of low. Yeah, Demon Souls is a lot shorter too. All right. Oh, I probably should have actually used the spell. Hold on. I almost needed that right away. Did the spell? I can't tell if the spell was already used. Hurry, buddy. All right, I need to see. Okay, so I did actually use the spell. So I need to use it before I go into the arena this time. I couldn't tell if I had already used it and I got revived, which it turns out I actually already did. But, okay, that makes sense. So I'm gonna use it outside of the arena now. That way I don't have to try and do it mid-combat like that. It takes for freaking ever to cast. Such a far fall. DS1 is the RE1 of games. I never played Resident Evil 1. But I'm guessing it's janky and dated as well. I think what gives Dark Souls 1 the edge over Demon Souls is the DLC. Well, if we're comparing DLCs, then yeah. I would say Dark Souls 1 is better with the DLC for sure. But I don't really think that's a fair comparison. You got to go base game to base game. Just straight up Dark Souls base game to Demon Souls base game. That's the best way to compare it. But like I said, I still think even Dark Souls 1, just the base game, I think is slightly better than Demon Souls is. Even the remake. You stand by that? I'm happy that it's getting a oh, are they making Resident Evil 1? I didn't even hear about that. You'll get it? Yeah, we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him. Don't worry, guys. We got it. That's what you get for saying DS2 is superior to DS1. I guess I paid for it, didn't I? Hold on, let me use the spell this time. Yeah, I do like Demon Souls design. Like the boss designs and look of Demon Souls I actually like better than Dark Souls 1. But I'm also talking about the remake here, you know. Oh, what? How did that happen? Let me heal. Bro, the freaking AoEs, dude. I just need to learn like I need to learn the right times here. So I'm way off time. I guess we gotta do it at like the last second. I would seem. You never roll into him? Oh shoot, don't die. Troy light roll. Yeah, I've been the roll to the side, it seems like what I'm supposed to do, but at the same time I still get caught on the tail end of the AoE animation. So that tells me that I'm probably rolling just a little bit too early, I guess. So maybe I need to oh shoot. Maybe I need to wait just a little bit longer. Hey, but I think Lords of the Fallen 2014 is overhated. Has cool mechanics, like the dodge feature is cool. The kill moves are neat. Bro, I'm sorry, I can't I can't go with you there, buddy. 2014, Lords of the Fallen 2014 is the worst Souls-like game I've played in my entire life. There's just nothing. The atmosphere and design of the game are good. F? Did I go the wrong way? I think I went the wrong way. It's alright, I'll just go down here. Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind! I went the wrong way. I shouldn't have rolled there. I forgot what Black Tendency does. Black Tendency makes all the enemies have way more health and do way more damage. It also does, that's the things that we are experiencing the most, but it also does some other things, like some NPCs have different dialogue in pure white versus pure black. Some areas have certain parts of the pathways that open up in pure black and then are closed in pure white, and vice versa. So yeah. But the main thing, and the reason we're challenge running it, is because everything is beefed up and psycho. What game are you playing next? Oh shoot. Well, there's a couple candidates. We're definitely gonna play Saros at the end of the month and try that out. But we've had some people in the chat asking if I would play Mouse PI for Hire, try that one out. Some people are saying, some people have asked for Pragmata. Some people have asked for Wind Rose, the new pirate game. F you. But the next game I'm gonna play for sure will be Saros. And then after that, I'm not really sure. Right now we're challenge running Demon Souls. And unless I get fed up with this or everybody hates it after a while, maybe we go back to Elden Ring and do the Elden Ring time attack next, as we have that challenge run still to do. Black Lords of the Fallen 2014, definitely not the worst, but it was clunky. So it was, yeah, that's the main thing. The combat was so clunky. I think what? Oh yeah. So we can go here. I think it's the worst Souls-like ever made, but some people didn't mind it. You know, some people thought it was okay. Oh yeah, and Liam's been talking about Night Rain. Maybe we need to go back and do another Night Rain stream here at some point. We need more Crimson Desert. And Crimson Desert. We got some people want me to go back to Crimson Desert and play more of that. I think that one's going to be on hold for a while, though. We're running low on grass. You got it this time. We're a little ways off from getting it. We got to learn the boss pattern a lot better. Good pick. Returnal was great. Good luck on your plur back. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I'm excited for Saros. We're also gonna play a little bit of Returnal before Saros launches, just to get warmed up and ready. Oh wait, first we gotta hit this. And now we destroy. Oh, what? The fire. Oh, good God. All right, so the fire stays on the ground for a while. I need to remember that. I'm on fire, well. Yeah, we gotta rotate around to his back, I think. Okay, it doesn't on that one. Only on the two-hand. Only on the two-hand smash does it cause a large amount of fire to be left around. So we're gonna have to go around his back. Alright, okay. Oh god. Oh, did I already use the spell? I must have died at some point. Oh, when he hit me, I probably died, yeah. Have you played any of the Monster Hunter games? I played a little bit of Wilds. We did, we did like one stream of Wilds when it was like at a beta test or whatever. And I've played a little tiny bit of World, but I never really got into the Monster Hunter scene, really. Schwack. Main character of Demon Souls is a weed smoker. Look at all the grass you got. It's true, yeah. I think I need a little bit. I think I need a better quality weed though, because it's not keeping me alive. It's definitely not my skill that's the problem. I'll say that. I'll just go ahead and grow. Oh, okay, never mind. I'll get it next time. We'll get it next time, guys. John Demon Souls is addicted to his weeds. True, 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 true. Oh, hey, we're at a new spot. Run! For some reason, he reminds me of the Erd Tree avatars. Yeah, but with a little bit more AoE thrown in. That's very, very grindy. Yeah, Monster Hunter is very grindy. It's one of those things where... It's one of those games where, like, you have to really like it and just want to dump, you know, 100+ hours in the game. Or else you're not really going to get anywhere. At least that's how it feels. Instead of a necromancer. A stone mancer, that's right. Good old Happy Pappy is what they call me. You're 420, you stink weed heads. So no Crimson Desert forever? I don't think I'd say no Crimson Desert forever. But it will be a while before we ever go back and do another Crimson Desert stream. Because we put off a lot of things to play it the first time around. So we gotta get through some of this other stuff and then maybe circle back around to it eventually, but I don't know when. Enough talk. Time to kill. Wait, no, it's time to use the spell first. Did you try the Pragmata demo yet? I haven't yet, no. It's still on my list. Gotta find time. Oh god, I did not heal. Probably should have done that. Why, bro? You know what? Oh god. Oh god. Maybe we need to just not even attempt that AoE attack. Oh, you're lucky. Oh, okay, that killed us. That killed us. And we are now living on borrowed life. I guess I gotta just watch his arm, because when he goes back, the swing attack is faster than the down slam. I need to pay attention to like where his arm's at. My weeds I think Lords of the Fallen 2014 is good. True, yeah. If you smoke enough weed, Lords of the Fallen 2014 will be a really good game. Maybe that's why I didn't like it. I just wasn't high. All right, see you, Liam. Thanks for hanging, buddy. As much as, you know, even though we were completely sucking at even getting close to defeating this boss, I'm having more fun doing this than I was running freaking 5-1. F5-1. Flame Lurker is the lighter for you. I guess so, bro. I've never fought Flame Lurker on pure black tendency. It is not. He's basically just a one-shot is what it is. Pretty much all his attacks one-shot you. Or at least all of his slam attacks do. Copy my cheeks and I had no revives. Oh, the Reed Devil? Yeah, he was kind of tricky. I think I got him first try, but it was close. Matt is becoming a Souls YouTuber who tries other games too. This is true. It's interesting. I mean, I've always said, like, Souls and Souls-like games are my favorite kinds of games, but I enjoy playing other kinds of games too, and I would try a lot more games on stream. It's just I think the majority of my viewers like Souls and Souls-like games the most. So that's what I cater my channel towards because that's how I built it. That's where I came from. It's what I started with. It's how people know me who watch me. But if there's enough people who just, you know, want to see a variety of games, I would be happy to stream other things. It's just kind of one of those things where as a content creator, you have to keep in mind what your audience wants to see and not so much think about what you want to play like as a person, but more of like what kind of content does your audience want. So, you know, at the end of the day, you guys drive the ship. I just try and figure out where the wind's blowing, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad I stopped doing it. Weed? Oh yeah. Fun fact, I've never done any drug or drank alcohol at all or smoked anything. I'm a fun virgin, I guess you would say, or some people would say. Don't plan on it either. It helps with pain. Being tall sucks because you have a lot of aches. How tall are you, the Darks in order? Are you like really, really tall? All right, this is the one, guys. Believe. Oh God, I should have healed. You literally can't get away from that attack in time. Do not roll forward. Ow. I was trying to see if... Yeah. 6'5"? Yeah, that's pretty dang tall. 6'5" is tall. That's crazy. I was not blessed with the tall gene. I'm like 5'9" on a good day, which is crazy because my dad is 6'3", but I got my mother's short genes, so I didn't get any of that wonderful tallness, you know what I'm saying? I wish I was taller. I'd be a better basketball player. You're a good man, bro. I don't know about that. I wouldn't call me a good man, but I haven't drank or done drugs. I guess it's one of the only good things you could say. Drinking brewski while watching you? Good. Maybe you'll forget about how bad I'm sucking. Honestly, the older COD campaign like Modern Warfare 1, 2, 3, Black Ops 1 and 2 are kind of perfect for streaming. They're peak stories with some cool gameplay gimmicks, and they're only 3 hours long. Bro, the original Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2 campaigns were some of my favorite COD campaigns ever. I always liked or didn't like Treyarch as much as I did who's the people that made, is it Activision, I think? Treyarch, Black Ops 1 was okay. I felt like that one was pretty good. But I would much rather play a Modern Warfare game than I would a Black Ops game. Just my personal opinion. I take a different path down every time. I don't have a plan. I just do stuff. YMD, what's up, bro? How are you? Glad you're here, dude. Having cramps and being tall is the worst combo. I think I would take it. I would take the cramps if it meant I could dunk a basketball. I was drunk and went swimming too early after eating. The cramps. Oh, dude. Yeah. I think that the drunkenness probably led to the swimming too early after eating problem. That is a good man. He inspires me as a Christian. And also, I want to be a humble family man like him. Well, thanks, Wesley. I appreciate that, bud. But much as I'd like to take credit, it's the only thing good about me is Jesus himself. So if you want to be like anybody, be like Christ. Don't be like me. I'm drinking over a year, not planning on going back. That's a good move. I think alcohol, I'm not like one of those people that thinks like if you drink it's a sin or something like that. I used to believe that when I was a kid because that's what I was taught, but then I learned that that's not the truth really. But I do feel like alcohol is not worth your time, because sure, maybe you'll have a little bit more fun, but the risk is way too high, and oftentimes it just becomes a crutch. And anytime you have to use a crutch to get through life, there's a bigger problem going on somewhere underneath the surface. I had to stop smoking because my job does randoms. Oh, random drug tests? Yeah, so does mine. In fact, I've gotten randomly selected for 3 times in the past like 6-7 months. 6-7 months. Is there like a, can I bait like an Okay, so we can't like Whoa, what the F was that? Bro, he's like, maybe I need to do, I don't know, maybe we should, Maybe we should try a faster weapon, but my faster weapons have so much less damage. Let's try this one. That's not much faster, is it? Not a lot. That's not a lot faster, honestly. Maybe we need to try and rotate around behind him, maybe, so he has to turn. Go running Returnal again, getting ready for Sorrows. Hope all is well. All right, thanks, Jones. Yeah, that's something we're probably gonna do. Let's see. Oh, dang, it's 4:20 already. It's the 20th already. Holy crap. Okay, so I don't know. Maybe Monday. Maybe we'll run Returnal on Monday. Cause when's the 30th? Oh yeah. So we'll have several days next week. Sometime next week we're gonna run Returnal a little bit before Sorrows comes out. To someone who's never watched the stream, they would probably send something like, "Are you stoned?" Yeah, probably. They probably would. I've actually had several people come on the stream just out of nowhere and ask if I was drunk or if I was high. I guess I have like a stoner vibe to me or something. Or maybe it's my eyes. Do you guys think it's my eyes? Do I have stoner eyes? Would help if I could just remember where to fall every time. Stoner, no, but stunning. Sure. Hey, I like that. Yes, I meant stunning eyes is what I actually meant. Thanks for correcting me there, YMD. What, really? What do you mean, really? Matt has pastor who will suck your pockets dry vibes. Yeah, I'm one of those mega church pastors. It's like, if you really want the power of the Holy Spirit in your life, 3 easy payments of $19.99 and you'll get this oil-soaked prayer cloth. And your granny's cancer will go away forever. I think I was destined to be a mega church pastor. Alright, let's see if... I doubt this sword's gonna be any faster, but maybe. Oh, it would also... And I already used the spell, guys. Can I just use this? Can I just use this pillar right here? What? Oh, he's very fast. My favorite Christian woman. Lisa Ann and Randy Rhodes. Lisa Ann and Brandy Rhodes. Who's Brandy Rhodes? And Lisa Ann. Never even heard of them. Why do I feel like they're not Christian women? I just have this eerie feeling that they're not. Christians at all. I mentioned the snake oil again. Yeah, basically. Alright, we gotta run the news break real fast. After making 0 progress on the stream tonight. Wow. What a good day of Demon Souls. You know, you win some and you lose some, you know? I mean, they can't all be bangers. Is, what my record label told me once, you know? Oh. Mia Khalifa. Oh, I see the direction you are going now. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, yeah. Yeah, they sound really nice, guys. They sound real nice. I'm sure they are somewhere running a female Bible study right now. Such good Christian young ladies. Alright, we got news to talk about, and then we gotta end the stream, but not before we cover tonight's news. Here it is. Well, that's just a blank screen, isn't it? Hold up a second. We gotta get some news up on the screen, boys. Boom, there it is. All right. So, first thing we got to talk about, more like female body study. That's a way. Yeah, that's a way to put it right there. That's probably more accurate. So, Big Neo 3 news here. On the official Team Ninja Twitter page, they posted a message from the producer of Neo 3 is now available. Make sure to also check out the new content coming in the free update scheduled for April 27th. And then if you look on here, they have this picture, and there's several new things coming on this big content update. The big ones are addition of multiple high difficulty battle scrolls, side missions. So we're getting some new battle scrolls to mess around with. That'll be fun. Addition of the Stone of Penance, which increases accessory plus values and rarities in exchange for higher difficulties. Addition of new skills as rewards for completing selected high difficulty battle scroll missions. Balance adjustments to enhance certain graces. So yeah, so with this big content update, I should say, with this big free content update, we're getting multiple new battle scrolls, a new thing that can increase your accessory values and rarities in exchange for higher difficulties. You're getting a couple new skills that you get a couple new skills that are obtainable by certain high difficulty battle scrolls, and then a bunch of balance adjustments and stuff. So that's just a basic summary. That's all coming on April 27th to Neo 3. And then, of course, they are still cooking up the DLC for Neo 3 that'll release later this year. I think there's at least one more to come out next year, at least that has been announced already. So we're probably going to have to dive back into Neo 3. Maybe we'll do... Is Monday? Monday's the 27th. We might actually play Neo 3 on Monday. And maybe do Returnal like the day before Sorrows comes out. Or maybe 2 days before Sorrows comes out. So like Tuesday and Wednesday we might do Returnal. And then Sorrows on Thursday. And then do Neo 3 on Monday to check out this update. But really cool that they're giving us a big free content update, even while cooking up the DLC. So W Team Ninja yet again. Neo 3's peak. Best Neo that's ever been made. If you haven't played it, you definitely should. The Neo 3 devs got inspired by Pearl Abyss. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe so. They're working fast over there. You seen this female pastor on OnlyFans? No way. Really? Is that real? I don't even believe in female pastors, to be honest, so that tells you where I am on that topic. I don't know if it probably wasn't real. It was probably a gimmick to try and sell more OnlyFans subscriptions. All right, moving on. Now so I just wanted to bring this up because this is something new I've found here recently. And I know that there are several people that watch me that are also streamers or content creators. And this might be helpful for you. So this is a platform that I've been working with basically, or that I've been using. This is a platform I've been using for a while now. And if you're a content creator, this could actually help you make some additional side income. And no, this is not something I'm trying to sell you. I don't have an affiliate code or anything like this. This is just something that I found that's helped me to make a little extra side cash. And I want to let everybody else know about it in case they want to do the same. So it's called Jester, and what you do is when you make videos about certain games, which they have a whole list of different games that you can create content for. When you make a video for that game, the developers of that game actually pay the platform a certain amount of money. So, developers, game publishing companies have a certain amount of advertisement budget. Well, they just allocate a little bit towards Jester instead, and they'll pay them, like let's say they have a $8,000 budget, and so the game campaign will say $8,000 budget, and then you get paid per view for a video you make for that game. So, and a lot of a lot of times you'll get like anywhere between $5 to $10 per 1,000 views, which if you're not in the content creation space, you probably don't understand how good that is. A typical, like on YouTube, my shorts will pay me anywhere between like 7 to 12 cents per 1,000 views. So $5 to $10 per 1,000 views is like crazy insane. It's a lot better payday. So basically you go on there, they have a bunch of different games listed you can create content for. You pick a game that you want to create, you pick a game, and then you upload the videos that you've already made and posted to either TikTok, YouTube, or Instagram. And then as those videos get views, it will be tracked on the platform, and then you get paid for however many views you get that paycheck. And so I've been able to make like, I don't know, like I have like $200 this month that I've made just from Jester. And so like I said, for those of you watching this who just play games or just come to watch me play games, this is going to mean nothing to you. But for those of you who are content creators and are looking for a way to make a little extra cash, you can apply on Jester's website to become a partner, and then you'll have access and you can start creating content and making some extra side money. It's pretty cool. Now, you have to, I would say I don't go on there to make money specifically. Like, there's a bunch of games on there that I don't even like, are in genres that I don't even cover. And yeah, I could just like sell out completely and start making content for every game on there, regardless of the genre or whether people would be interested in it, just to make money. But I don't really do that. If there's a game that I'm already going to cover or is related to what I would cover anyway, and it's on there, then I go ahead and, upload the videos that I was going to make anyway, essentially. So you can definitely use it in a way that'd probably not be smart. But for me, it's been a cool thing. And if you're a content creator, check it out. Jester, pretty cool place. Do you have any tips for content creators who can't afford a PC? I only have consoles. Yeah. I mean, the majority of what I stream is only on console. Now, you're not going to be able to make your stream quite as high quality as you could if you had a PC. But when I started streaming, I had nothing but a PlayStation 5 and the PlayStation 5 camera, like the camera that you buy for the PlayStation 5 specifically. And that's how I started streaming. You don't have to have a PC to stream, but a PC will make your streams a lot higher quality. But at the end of the day, the quality of your content is what's going to get you viewers. So yeah, the stream quality will help and it'll make you look more professional. But the biggest hurdle really is starting. So like, I wouldn't say that somebody should wait to get a PC to start streaming. If it's something you want to do and something you want to try to succeed at, then just start. If you have a console, start and practice. Because here's the thing that not a lot of people will tell you, but I'll tell you, you're gonna suck. You're gonna suck either way. You could have the high-end high grade everything, the best setup that's ever been created in human history, and you're still gonna suck. You're gonna suck. So get all the sucking out of the way first. Just start learning, start figuring it out, and then by the time you actually start to figure out how to make content and be entertaining and all that stuff, then you can upgrade your setup and then it'll actually be worth it because you'll be gaining some traction, if that makes sense. But yeah, suck first. It's foreplay, basically. Suck first, and then, you do the, what? Sorry. You gotta be bad at it first, and then you'll get better later, is my point. That's what I'm trying to say. Alright, so the Elden Ring movie now has a release date of March 3rd, 2028. And it looks like Kit Connor will play the Tarnished / Elden Lord. One thing I find that this is pretty cool. I don't know much about Kit Connor, but having a release date for the movie definitely gets me hyped. Gives me something to look forward to. But one thing that's crazy to me is, how did we get a release date for the Elden Ring movie and we still do not know when the Duskbloods is going to release? Like, what? The Elden Ring movie comes out in 2028. And we still don't know when Fromsoftware's next game that is supposed to release this year is going to release. That's freaking crazy. But W for Elden Ring movie. I'm excited for that one. March 3rd, 2028. I'm going to go see that one. The Bible prohibits me. Yeah, I believe it does. I don't believe that females should be pastors. I don't think that's what the Bible teaches. Your wife almost stole your soul for saying so. Yeah, I didn't. She's behind my monitors over there. I didn't really realize she was over there. But yeah, I kind of got in trouble a little bit, guys. Pray for me. All right, we got to talk about this too. Mouse PI for hire. The IGN drama continues. So they just put out their review for Mouse PI for hire, and they gave it a 6 out of 10. Which seems to be, I don't know, IGN's stick here lately. Like, IGN just really seems to like giving out 6s to games that players seem to enjoy. I don't really get it, but they're really on a 6 kick, I guess. And the interesting thing about the review, though, is that some of the problems that the reviewer had with the game. For one, basically, he said essentially that the game wasn't serious enough. Which is a weird thing to say about a Mickey Mouse video game. Kind of strange. He also complained about how many people you kill in the game and how it makes no sense that a detective would be allowed to murder a bunch of people. In a boomer shooter game, a game literally designed around entering rooms, killing everything in the room, and then moving to the next room and doing the same. you have to wonder if he knew what kind of game he was even going to play before he sat down to review it. It's like they took it's like they took somebody who spends all their time reviewing coffee house narrative games and said, "Hey, we want you to review this shooter real fast." It's like, I don't know. It's like I said, I think IGN at this point has lost all credibility. I don't think anybody really takes them seriously anymore. And the only thing that really gets them views is the fact that they get early access to a lot of games that other people don't. I think that's really what keeps them alive. But aside from that, I don't know. IGN has become a joke. At this point, it's just a content thing. I just look for IGN reviews so that I can dog on how terrible they review all their games. It's like, I don't know. It's crazy to me. They gave Darksiders a 7. Darksiders 1 a 7. Yeah, they gave Concord a 7. I think they gave Marathon an 8 or a 9. Didn't they give Crimson Desert a 6 too? Yeah, they did. They gave Crimson Desert a 6 as well. That's what I said. They seem to be handing out 6s to all the games that players actually enjoy. It's strange. Like an IGN 6 means go buy it. You're probably going to like it. IGN gave the original game a score of 7.8. And Darksiders 2 and 12. IGN gave the sequel a score of 7.5. Read what I just posted in chat. So in 2010, IGN gave the original game a score of 7.8 for PS3 and Xbox 360. And an 8 for the PC release. That's weird. Darksiders 2, 2012, IGN gave the sequel a score of 7.5. It's interesting. I haven't played those Darksider games though, so I don't really know what to compare that to. Anyway, they're a joke. I just wanted to dog on them a little bit for being stupid. So speaking of Wind Rose has sold over 1 million copies. And it recently surpassed over 200,000 players on Steam. 222,134 over the weekend. And if you remember, back in just a couple years ago, like 1.5 years ago, Ubisoft released Skull and Bones, and it barely cracked 2,500 players. It's super interesting to me the way these indie games keep humiliating these large game corporations. It's insane. Like, Wind Rose did 220,000 concurrent players more than Skull and Bones did, and probably had a team of like 1/32 the size and maybe like, 1/16 the budget. No telling. I really do think that we're seeing a indie game resurgence where indie studios are beginning to be trusted by the players more than the AAA studios. And so I think we're going to start seeing a time where AAA games start to trickle off and become less popular and less funded and start happening less because more and more players are playing the games that are made by passionate devs who actually care about video games and play games themselves. I don't see any other recourse besides that eventually happening, because it definitely seems like all we're getting is some AAA slop that happens, once every 2 years or once every year at least. And then these small developers come out with these banger games. Seems like 2 or 3 times a year. These awesome games by small teams are coming out and just blowing everything out of the water. And then the AAA studios are standing there. And you would think they would learn. You would think that they would look at that and be like, oh, so I guess we need to change our strategy, change what we do, how we make games. Maybe we need to rethink some things. But no, what do? They move on to the next one and they create another piece of garbage that nobody really wants to play, or they insert some kind of agenda in it that people don't want to worry about. They just want to play a video game. I don't know. It's crazy to me. But I think we're seeing something take place in the gaming industry that AAA is not going to be a fan of as time goes on. Armand G, thanks for the super chat again, bro. That's like the 5th or 6th super. Oh my God. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 super chats tonight, bro. Thanks for the support. Can you play Assassin's Creed Black Flag Remake Day 1? When does it come out? Do you know when it comes out? Neo 3 made by an indie studio. Look at where it is now. True. Good point. I mean, is anybody surprised that Ubisoft's game failed? On a side note, if Ubisoft doesn't mess with Black Flag that much for the remake, it could be a big success, even if it is a cash grab. Yeah, I've never actually played the Black Flag. I've heard it's really good, like the best Assassin's Creed they've made. But I mean, nowadays Ubisoft failing is like a norm. It's expected. But back when they were like making Prince of Persia, and back in that era, Ubisoft was a respected, good studio. It's just, eventually people creep in, agendas creep in, and they stop caring about what the player wants and they start caring about social agendas, profit margins, blah, 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 blah. And now they're just a shell of themselves, basically. Black Flag might be good. I see Shadows has good things about it. Make it better than Valhalla. The story was mid. Combat was fun and pretty nostalgic. Western AAA studios always double down. Yeah, they do. It seems like they never learn their lesson. Comes out July 9th. Okay. You know what? I'll keep that in mind. You've super chatted so much tonight. If you remind me, I'll play Black Flag for you. Neo 3 was made by Team Ninja. Is that really indie? They are a name brand Japanese company. Kawi Tecmo. Let's see. I don't know. Is Team Ninja? Oh god, my freaking an indie studio. No, Team Ninja is not an independent studio. So technically not, I guess. Because they're technically part of Kawi Tecmo. Check the announcement. They officially announced Black Flag. Okay, we'll look at that here in a second. Some Claire Obscure Expedition 33 news. So Expedition 33 has now become the only game in gaming history to win Game of the Year at all 5 of the major gaming award shows. So they won at the Golden Joystick Awards, they won at the Game Awards, they won at the DICE Awards, they won at the Game Developers Choice Awards, and they won at BAFTA. So Expedition, actually I got that wrong. They're not the only one. They're the second one. So Expedition 33 is now the second game ever to win Game of the Year at all 5 of the major game award shows. It joins Baldur's Gate, which was the first game to do it, Baldur's Gate 3. So it joins Baldur's Gate 3 as the second game to ever do it. And Baldur's Gate 3 being the first game to ever do it. So my wife's pumping the fist back there because she's a huge Baldur's Gate 3 fan. So yeah, this is Expedition 33 is like a generational game. It brought back turn-based popularity, I think, and showed developers that genre can be something really entertaining, and that it could be tweaked and changed a little bit to make it even better. And the passion, the story, the art style, the acting, everything about it deserves every single one of these awards. Super happy for the team and for the game. and I'm hoping we get a sequel at some point. We'll see what they're cooking up for us next. Turn-based is popular, but it's more popular overseas. That's true. It might be popular globally, but it's still, I don't think it's as popular as some of the other genres. You know, how long has it been since a turn-based game started winning major awards? I think Baldur's Gate 3 was technically the last one to do it. And then before that, well, Final Fantasy maybe, but you know, it's been a while since Final Fantasy has won some major things here in recent history anyway. And partially because it's released so often, you know, that I think people get burnt out on it. So turn-based has been popular in the past, but what Expedition 33 did is they took turn-based combat and they tweaked it and changed it and added parries into it and all kinds of different little things like that, to where you had to like actually react as well as plan what your next attacks would be. And all of that kind of changed the combat. For people like me who don't really like turn-based combat very much, it made the game a lot more fun because it gave me something to do when I wasn't choosing an attack, you know? So little tweaks like that, I think really helped push that style forward. Turn-based is popular. Dragon Quest was pretty peak. One Piece has a cool turn-based game. One Piece Odyssey. Yeah, there's a lot of really good turn-based games out there, that's for sure. But there are not as many. A lot of them just don't make it to that top echelon of gaming popularity. You know what I mean? But Expedition 33 has, and it's cracked past it. All right, we got a couple trailers to watch, and then we'll be done for tonight. What? Oh, Black Flag. Yeah, we gotta look up the Black Flag trailer too here in a minute. So this game right here, I found it earlier today. I was actually on that Jester website, is where I found it. So this is basically like Mirror's Edge meets Shadow of the Colossus. You essentially run around this thing called a mega structure and climb giant bosses and slash them apart is essentially what you do. And well, there's I guess the Mirror's Edge element also plays into it. So basically, you parkour around this thing they call a mega structure, and then climb massive bosses and slash them up, essentially. So so you know, it has kind of elements of both. Of if you've played Mirror's Edge back in the day, and then of course Shadow of the Colossus, it's kind of both of those put together. And then it has like an anime art style thrown into it as well to kind of mix it up even more. Looks kind of cool, looks pretty fun. So if you've ever wanted to parkour up a giant robot and then cut its nuts off, do robots even have nuts? I guess nuts and bolts, right? Oh my god, why am I saying this? Anyway, if you want to just cut its nuts off, this game might be it. Let's check it out. Hold up, we gotta make sure you guys can hear it. Where are you? Hold on a second. I don't know why. Why is it doing this to me? Let's see here. If I can find it. It won't let me turn the audio on for some reason. It does this every now and then. There it is. Okay, I think that's what we need. Hold on.
I have arrived
Yeah, there
at
we
the
go.
target destination. As suspected, it is an array megastructure.
Slashy parkour and robots. Indie art style. And there's one of our mega super bosses to climb. Oh, that's kind of sick. Like getting all up in its joints and stuff.
My job here is to hunt down machines. Reaching the top is just part of the job well done.
Motor Slice coming May 2026. You can wishlist it now. It'll be on PlayStation 5, Xbox, and PC, I believe. So yeah, there you go. If you want to be an anime girl with parkour skills and slay giant robots and run around all kinds of places, I guess Motor Slice might be the thing you want to check out. It's a AA game. Oh, Blades of Fire. Yeah, I've tried it. I played the demo to Blades of Fire a couple months ago. It was interesting. The combat was kind of weird to me. It was kind of hard to figure out. Yeah, I did like the smithing to it, though. The smithing was the best part of the game for sure. The smithing system they made was super unique and interesting, but the game itself as a whole, I wasn't quite sure how I felt about it. The demo didn't necessarily sell me, you know what I mean? It was just kind of a thing that I was interested in and I gave a shot, but I can't say that I was like super excited to buy the full game or anything, you know what I mean? All right, this is called Project Ant. Yeah, the world is unique, I will say that. This is called Project Ants. I'm not even sure what this is. I haven't watched it. I don't know what it is, but it's an indie game, and I think it's some kind of RPG. So let's see what it's about. Souls-like God of War hybrid. That's an interesting way to put it. Yeah.
Something waits.
Ant Team. Something tells me this game's gonna be about ants. Yep, there we go. An ant samurai, maybe? Is this Ant Sekiro? Huh. It actually looks decent, actually. Oh, that's a boss, obviously. Project Ants. I don't really know why, but I kind of want to try it. Holy crap. An action RPG where you play as an ant? Could be a thing. I mean, heck, friggin' we've already had another crab's treasure where you're a souls like with crabs. We've already had crab souls. Ant souls? Maybe that's the next step. Maybe that's the next progression. Kind of looks like a hack and slash. Yeah, it might be hack and slash. I'm not really sure. Wonder if it has, is it up on Steam yet? Let me see. Project Ants. It is. Let's see what it says. A Metroidvania hack and slash exploration 3D platformer. So maybe it's not Souls. It says Project Ants is a 3D Metroidvania combining the exploration depth of Hollow Knight with the technical hack and slash of Ninja Gaiden. Set in a fractured insect kingdom, a fallen pragmatic ant warrior explores a brutal layered world to uncover the secrets at its core. Interesting. Yeah, maybe more like Phantom Blade Zero. So it's basically Hollow Knight mixed with Ninja Gaiden. That's an interesting concept. Hollow Knight mixed with Ninja Gaiden. Hollow Knight mixed with Ninja Gaiden, but you're an ant. Concept for a banger game? I guess we'll see. Could be. Will it come to Steam Deck? Let's look. There's nothing on here about Steam Deck yet. But it doesn't have a release date or anything really. It was kind of just announced, so it's probably too early. Interesting though. That's an interesting something to keep on our radar potentially. Maybe something cool. All right, so let's look at this Assassin's Creed Black Flag. Let's see is there a trailer for the remake? 13 years ago. I didn't. Oh, there's no trailer. The wall run gives off Prince of Persia. That's true. Man, Prince of Persia had some of the coolest traversal and stuff back in the day when it first came out. I loved Prince of Persia 1. I guess there's not a trailer for it yet. They must have only just announced it like on Twitter or something. So there's not a trailer for the Black Flag remake yet, it looks like. As officially announced. Wait, what does it say? Oh, there's a worldwide reveal showcase happening on April 23rd. Black Flag resynced. Okay. So we need to, on April 23rd, we need to check it out, I guess. See what's going on at that showcase deal. Sly Cooper was pretty cool when it came out. It's still one of my favorite stealth-like games. Sly Cooper is goated, bro. I played all of the Sly Cooper games. Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank, Jak and Daxter. Those are some goated IPs. And out of all of them, Jak and Daxter was my favorite. And I'm super sad that they never brought it back. Hopefully they will someday. Sly Cooper has been needing a reboot for a long time, though. I can't believe they haven't made another Sly Cooper game. And then Ratchet and Clank is still going to this day. It's still peak, too. But all those three, holy crap, bro. That's a piece of my childhood right there. All right. That's all we got for tonight, guys. We got to end it. We're already over. We're way past where we should be. But we got a late start, partially because I was late getting here. My daughter had a dance recital today. So couldn't quite start the stream when I wanted to. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Thanks for chilling. Thanks for chatting. Thanks for lurking. All this stuff that you guys do. Thanks to our members. Appreciate you guys supporting the stream. And I will see you guys tomorrow with probably more Demon Souls. We'll see. Peace out. See you then.